Hey everybody and welcome. This is Steve from OpenBOM and I am excited to bring you the August 2020 release of the demo data for OpenBOM. This is exciting because we've been listening to everyone and we took your advice and we've updated the demo data to really, I think, be something that's very useful. So if you create a new account, you will immediately, this demo data will immediately be instantiated into your account. And if you are coming along, you have an existing account, there is a command, and nothing's changed here, same command before, add demo data. So you can manage your demo data. But if you click on add demo data, you'll get a little message. It will take a few seconds and we'll add some demo data to your account. So what I'd like to do now, in just a couple of minutes, is just take you on a little tour of the demo data. And then in another video, we'll take a deeper dive into one of the particular data sets. So there's two new data sets, three total, because we're leaving the old standby skateboard is still here. But the two use cases are the wireless router, which we've been using in a lot of demos over the last few releases and webinars, and then a box of chocolates. We have a number of customers in the food industry, so I thought that might be apropos to include that. So we're going to, first let's just take a tour of the demo data. First, also in this release, there's a new dashboard called Help and Training, which brings up some really useful stuff. We're not going to dive into that right now, but that's why you'll see that up here at the top. As far as what's new in the demo data, there's a number of different bills of material. The demo data is multi-level, that's why you'll see this demo architecture. All of them have the word demo in the name, and almost all of them start with the word demo, with the exception of this one right here. So there are two top-level BOMs added here, the wireless router and the mixed candy box of chocolates. So if you look in the top-level area, you'll see we have the wireless router. So I'll go ahead and pop that open real quick, and we'll come back and visit this later. But you can see that these bills of material now have a lot more information. They take advantage of property types and formulas. You see, I've got formulas and other things calculated in here. So I'd like to invite you to tour with those. You can go ahead and make changes to anything here. If you make a change to some quantity here, everything will update. You'll see the total cost here goes to 5. So so go ahead and just spend some time with those. You can always go back to the help, delete the demo data, and load it back in again. So that's the wireless router is a really nice top-level BOM. So as far as some catalogs, there's a number of catalogs that are also referenced in those new BOMs. SolidWorks items is an example of some CAD data that we brought in from CAD. I'm also showing how we can create, for example, a catalog specific to labor. I've done that, one for each sort of hourly cost. You can go ahead and add your own to that and experiment with how that shows up in those BOMs. Also, there are some order BOMs in here. Now, if you have a new account, or even if you have an existing free account, be sure to click that button up here that says Get Trial. I've already done so. I've got 14 days remaining in my trial. And I got a pro account. As you can see here, I've got a pro account trial. You'll need that in order to spend time with the order BOMs and the vendor lists. So go ahead and get that upgrade, and then you can take a look at what does it mean to create an order BOM. This is where we do some planning. You can see in this particular order BOM, I'm doing some planning for 100 items of the wireless router. And again, we'll dive into that a little bit more maybe in some other videos. I have 2 vendor lists that'll be included. One just a approved vendor list, and one a list for the food example. And then finally a couple of purchase orders. These are for the wireless router. So you can pull up the Grainger PO for the wireless router. We can see what parts are coming from Grainger. You can experiment with sending this to QuickBooks, or possibly just exporting it as a PDF or some other format. So you can go ahead and play with those. So and then finally there is there's a property table. The property table is where you add and define specific properties, maybe specific for your use case or for your company. Here I've defined one called inventory cost, and I use that to calculate the cost of my inventory in the wireless router or in the SolidWorks items catalog. So go ahead and look for that. I've included a BOM template that you can use to create bills of material, and this one here is an example of how to create a BOM template that will automatically assign a catalog. So you can use that template there if you wish. I'm also providing two views, a demo manufacturing view and one that has a demo view that has no costs. So depending upon how you might be sharing this with a particular a colleague or someone, you may or may not want to edit what properties are available in those views. And again, there's a lot of information in our training library on how to work with views. So, and then finally, you'll probably be working in single user mode, so there's one single user, that should be you. So let me wrap it up here. That's been about 5 minutes. That's a quick tour of the demo data. In the next video, I'm going to go through a deeper dive into the box of candy and how we build orders and POs directly from that. So thanks for listening.